Should you buy a Valve Index in 2025? Well, if you want the short and basic answer, then I would say absolutely not. Just go buy something cheaper and save your money. But if you want the long answer, then sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So around a year ago, I made a review on the Valve Index and where it stood in 2024, and a lot of things have changed in the VR market since I made that video, specifically around my own thoughts on the headset as well as the different headsets and games I've released since then. The Valve Index was a revolutionary headset when it came out, featuring insane visuals and audio with some of the most highly regarded controllers even to this day. The headset was also released almost 6 years ago, and with the price of it not changing a bit since it released all the way back in 2019, it makes it a very interesting VR headset to recommend. I'm going to split this video into a few different sections so you guys can kind of jump around to what topic you want to hear about the headset. But with that being said, let's jump into the Valve Index is a 6-year-old headset, and while it is a pretty heavy headset, it is also one of the most comfortable headsets I have ever worn out of the box. Many VR headsets tend to come with flimsy little head straps that make the headset pretty unbearable to wear, and although there is usually a third-party solution, having to buy a separate head strap just to make the headset even slightly comfortable to wear can get pretty annoying. The Valve Index, on the other hand, comes straight out of the box with a really comfortable head strap. The headset's weight is pretty well balanced out with this head strap, and with the headset being one of the main ones that I stream with, I can definitely vouch for it being used for multiple hour VR sessions. Now, although the headset is really comfortable and the audio is fantastic, the resolution is a bit outdated compared to some more modern headsets like the Quest 3, with the resolution of the Index being 1440 by 1600 per eye, which is noticeably lower than the 2064 by 2208 pixels per eye that the Quest 3 has. Despite the resolution being lower, I found it kinda easy to get used to, and it also helps with running games because lower resolution makes the game easier to run on lower spec systems, which makes sense. Overall, this headset is really great, but the main reason why people still buy the Index to this day is for the Despite the fact that the headset is heavily outdated by modern standards, the controllers are amazing, with the button layout being really great and the controllers also having full finger tracking, which even to this day is insane. These controllers also feel great to use, especially with games such as Bone Lab, Boneworks, and Half-Life Alyx. The Index controllers, commonly referred to as the Knuckles, are one of the best controllers and are still many people's go-to controllers for VR due to the features, comfort, and especially the finger tracking. There have been some issues with people getting stick drift and parts of their controllers breaking off, but if you are careful with your controller, then you should be fine. I personally have never had any issues with my controllers breaking, so as long as you're careful, you should be okay. Overall, these controllers are fantastic and definitely deserve their high praise, but what about the Using this headset has overall been a great experience, and for me specifically, it is an amazing headset. I use this headset as my main VR headset to stream from, and the fact that this headset has an amazing microphone, which does help a lot with the streams and videos, is amazing. Also, if you guys are wondering what the microphone on the Valve Index sounds like, all of this video was filmed using the Valve Index microphone, so if you're wondering what the microphone sounds like, here you go. The fact that this headset was made by Valve also means that it integrates perfectly with Steam VR, and the setup was really straightforward. Just plug everything in and make your boundary, and you are good to go. That was really oversimplified, but you get the gist. Overall, my personal experience with this headset has been very positive. I haven't had any crazy experiences with the headset, and everything has held up really well. With all that being said, it's time to decide. As I said in the intro of this video, I don't think that this headset is worth it for the average person, especially if you're just starting to get into VR. The headset is really expensive for what it is today, and before anyone asks, I bought mine a year ago on Facebook Marketplace for a fraction of what it is usually sold for. I would personally say that if you're looking into getting into VR, you should go with something like a Quest, as it won't dent your wallet nearly as much as an Index, but it is also able to work without a PC, which is great if your PC isn't necessarily VR ready. I would say that the only reason you should buy this headset today is if you have a specific reason to. I bought mine because it has a really nice microphone and works really well with Steam VR and PC VR, which are both things that I absolutely need as a content creator. This headset is great, but because of its age and the newer headsets that are on the market, I just don't think that it's worth it for most people. With that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this brief overview of the Valve Index in 2025. It's still a great headset, but I just would not recommend it because the specs are just not it for what you should expect in a modern headset. If you guys want to see more videos in this style, I am working currently on one for the Quest 3 and one for the Quest 3S, and also some ones that I'm not going to talk about yet because I do not want to spoil all my video plans. To all the people that watch my streams, I will be coming back with streams soon. I've just been working a lot on videos and just getting back into making long-form videos because it has been a minute, but you guys can expect some streams coming soon. So with that all being said, thank you guys all for watching this video. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. My name is Legacy Pixel, and I will see you all in the next one.